guess I better hit live. Hey guys. Hey. Um, Let me get on up here and see what's going on. Hold on. Okay. Willow Manfrey. Hey, Sweet Pea 70. Barble Ogden. Or is that Barbie? It looks like Barble. My screen's dirty. I need to clean it. Michelle the Bell. Hey babe. Blank screen. How are you? I hate peas. Hey Commander. Zero Jules. Kelly Ford. How are you guys doing? It's Friday, and it's a beautiful Friday here. I don't know. I'm fixing to do a little resin, and then I gotta change the sheets on the bed. Um, oh, thank you, girls. Listen. I am so ready to get this mess cut. My the thumbnail that I picked, that was at one when I had it gray, like the silver, and then purple. I love that. I loved it. My sister and I sitting in front of my the headstone at my dad's at the cemetery. My mom and dad had, I don't know if your parents are like this. My parents, they had their headstone like several years before either one of them had passed away. They've got their name and their birthday on it, and then on the back of it, on the back of it, so mom's on one side and dad's on the other. They have the their birthday, the beginning. They don't have the end naturally. Well, my dad does now, but anyway, on the back they had it engraved with our children and had all of our names, starting with the oldest, all the way down. So, but anyway, they did that. They were all about, my mom and dad were all about like having um, the plots, like for us to be buried in or for whatever. They didn't worry so much about the girls because they knew that we would, get married and probably want to be buried wherever. But that was back in the day before, like when they did all this and made all these plans. It wasn't like cremation wasn't really that big of a deal. You know what I mean? It was more like ashes to ashes, dust to dust. But anyway, I know a lot of people, like, I gotta tell y'all a story too. A lot of people you know, don't feel like going to a cemetery or whatever. I mean, I guess it's however you feel about things. I find comfort going there. You know what I mean? I talked to my dad. Even I know he's not there. I know he's not there. But that was the last place I saw him. We put him in, and I mean I know he's like with me. But what I'm saying is, that I find comfort going there and talking to him, and we go in on his birthday, and so he died a couple of days after his birthday, and his birthday falls on Father's Day every like 7 years. So it's all right in there together. So um, anyway, and blues was his favorite color, so I always try to get like flowers or whatever. Now my mom, you guys, oh well, mom, she goes to this place. It's called Shirley's, and they have lots and lots and lots of flowers, and they'll put them together for you if you want. But she likes to go and get the discount ones, and she can't see. So the last time we went, we got my grandparents on both sides, my mom and my dad's mom, and them are buried there, and my aunt and uncles and whoever's passed, my niece, whoever's passed. So my mom said, "We're gonna go. I've got a bunch of flowers. I want to go and put them on all the graves, and put fresh ones on there." Shit, those damn things. Some of them was damn dry rotted. You hear me? Like the flowers was dry rotted. When I tried to like put them down in the vase, I said, "Mama, where'd you get these suckers at?" And she said, "I got it at Shirley." So I said, "Well, Shirley screwed you." I said, "Was they on the discount?" She said, "Yeah, well, yeah." So anyway, I took some back up there. Good morning, Ogden. So I took some more up there and filled in the holes. You know what I mean? Uh, so I want to, yeah. So I guess you guys have heard that Marissa's mom. Hey, twin thing, you make my heart sing. Freeside 19. Hey, babe. Zero Jules. I think I said hey to you. Um, anyway, I guess you guys heard that Marissa's mom passed away. I was watching her. Hey, Hippie Porium. I was Life Rewinded. I was watching her live this morning. You know, uh, whenever her sister come and got, hey Miss Flora, she come and got her. And anyway, I just thought, listen, guys, I think it's pure disgusting when somebody uses grief to get attention. And that's exactly what I felt like. Hey, pretty sweet Pete. Look, I know her mom passed away, and I know that she needs to have, some grace give to her, whatever. Okay, I give to you. So if she wanted grace given to her, she should have been spending that time with her mom instead of sitting there on YouTube. First of all, is she still ban evading? I don't know if she's still breaking the law or what, the rules by being on there. I don't care. But anyway, she I just feel like she was doing it for attention. I'm sorry. I felt like at any moment, hey, voice for the voices, how are you, babe? I felt like at any moment she was fixing to accidentally drop that damn phone and was going to show us her mother, or she would just turn the phone on her mom and show it to us. I mean, show her to us. I just felt like that's. I mean, I had that feeling that was fixing to happen, and going in there saying, "Okay, mama, listen, I know I can't tell people how to grieve, and I get we all grieve differently. I get it. But it was blatantly obvious to me that she was like, it felt like she was doing it for attention. And if she wasn't, my bad, I'll own it. But that's just not how it felt to me. And it just like was jacked up, man. I mean, I just think that's like jacked up. And then I got to thinking about, like not wanting to like honor. Let me see. I can't believe she passed. I know. Like. I know. Hey, the real angel girl. Um. I know. Rest in peace. Fly high, Mama. Go lightly. You know what I mean. Hey, Beth. She is. In all honesty, guys, she's in a better place than we are. You know what I mean. And look, my dad. It took a year for him to pass, and he had cancer, and that was a long, painful death for him. So, I know that she's free of all the chains that held her down here, and she's flying high now. So I hope she rests in peace, and I really and truthfully hope that Marissa's family, and I think her sister's going to really, it makes me want to cry. Her sister's going to have a real hard time, and I think Marissa's probably going to have a harder time than what she thinks that she is. But I hope that they can find soon, soon, soon find comfort in their memories of her. Xena with fire, hello. Uh, but it absolutely should have been private. I agree 110% that those last moments. Tammy Lou asked dear subs WTF. Hey, yeah, absolutely, it should have been private. Like that was so, and not to mention, uh, uh Zainab with fire. That's what her mother wanted. I mean, let's don't forget that her mother said, "I don't want, you know, on YouTube. I don't want to be on YouTube." Hey, Tracy Thompson. It was a total. Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah, I thought she was too. So you felt it wasn't just me. Absolutely, I felt like she was either going to drop that damn camera on accident, or she was fixing to just freaking turn around and show it to us. You know what I mean? And then she kept saying, oh, "She's breathing like this." Okay, okay, we get it. I mean, I don't look if we all, any of us, if we live long enough, we're not going to escape what happened to her this morning. You know what I mean? If we live long enough, we're going to experience losing someone. It's just life. It's just the way it is. And I'm not trying to make light of it, and by no means, because I know it. I know how bad it hurts. But uh, going in there and I don't know. And then, I was talking to somebody this morning. Why take Violet? I mean, if you know that the time is near. Okay, so I gotta tell you guys. So the other day, she went live when she wasn't supposed to. Uh, the first time she wasn't supposed to, or something. I think she had went up there, and her sister had bought all that wormer, dog. I don't know what kind of dewormer it was. Some kind of dewormer and all these holistical stuff. Which I'm not knocking, but she was saying that the radiation and stuff has had to be out of her body for 2 weeks before they could begin that regimen. Okay, 2 weeks. That was like a few days ago. So it hadn't been nowhere near 2 weeks. And this is what I don't get. If it was that dire, you guys, why did they put her through the radiation? I'm just I'm just asking. I'm just asking because, you know, quality is better than quantity. And I know that takes a toll. I just don't understand. If they sent her home to pass and she was actively dying, why in the hell did they continue? I don't know. Maybe the family wanted to continue. I don't know. My dad went to this cancer center in Hattiesburg, and he had prostate cancer, but he, put it off and put it off before he would go to the doctor. So when he finally was going and they said he had it, they wanted to do a biopsy. And, we absolutely think whenever they say whenever air gets to it, it spreads. Hey, Shelby Lynn. Hey, Mr. Britt. If I missed anybody, hello and whoa, happy Friday. But so he was going to this and it's like an hour and a half from where my mom and dad lived to the cancer center. And so they did the biopsy, and it spread like wildfire. You know, they say when air gets to it, it spreads. I don't know if it's still the case these days, but when my dad was dying, that's what they told us. So we feel like, uh that, I mean, his PSA, his blood work told him what, I mean, it was obvious my dad, had prostate cancer, and he had waited too long to, but they still wanted to do treatment. So they started, and I get it. I was living in another state, so a long way away, like 1,800 miles away, but I was coming home and I was on the phone a couple times a day. Hey, Ginger Locks, I love you, babe. Uh, y'all say keep Ginger Lots in your prayer. After Easter, she's going to be going in the hospital and having surgery, like right after Easter. So we want to be lifting that girl up in prayers. And this has been a long, uh, drawn out thing that she's been going through. So I love you, girl. But anyway, so you know, anyway, they wanted to do this seed therapy, is what they called it. And so they were like, they put this injection, it was like a big needle in his belly button, and put some kind of, I guess, radiation. I'm not sure, because it's been 12 years since he's been gone, and I don't remember everything like that. But anyway, my niece that that films me and all that stuff, usually the one that laughs so funny, she was very close with my dad, and so she her name is Gigolo, Deuce Below, if you ever see her in chat in here. But anyway, she went and she called me, and she was just a crying. Hey, Peachy King, I love that name. I love peaches. But anyway, she said, "Aunt Betty Joe, I feel so bad. Papa, it hurt him so bad." She said that when they did, she said it was a big needle, and uh, she said it hurt him so bad. She said he cried. It hurt him so. She said he had to lay on the back seat on the way home, and she said it just like killed me. And she said I don't want him to do it. And he told. She said whenever we got in the car, the truck, my mom and dad always called each other mom and daddy, my whole life. So she said daddy was laying in the back seat, and she said, he said, "Mama," and she said, "Yeah." He said, "I don't want to do this no more." He said, I'm done. I'm ready to go home. I mean, not, he didn't mean home that they lived in. He meant home up, in heaven. And so anyway, they didn't. He didn't go back after that because it was just, they was experimenting. They knew he was terminal. Hey, Rachel, how are you, babe? They knew he was terminal, and I mean, they already told us he was terminal. So all this was just like, I feel like they were like the students were. I'm just being honest with you. I feel like the students at that institute was a like every layer. I mean, every level was a different. Like a heart institute was on one floor, and like had different, different levels was a different specialty. So I just really feel like that. So my dad, just a simple old man. He was just a simple little man. You know what I mean? So he did. He didn't go back to the doctor. But anyway, it wasn't shortly after that. I mean, he was still taking his medicine and stuff. That we luckily had family in the uh, home health hospice nurses in the family, my sister-in-law's sister. So anyway, we, had hospice come out, and, like told before, he was on it for a year. We had to re-up him like twice because he went to the doctor one time, he got so dehydrated. But anyway, I don't know why, because to us, it was more about having quality time with my dad than having him go through all that shit that wasn't even going to help. You know what I mean? I mean, they told him it was spread. It was like, so it was all about keeping him comfortable and just having what good times we could have with him. I'm gonna tell you guys, I set my camcorder up. My dad always was telling stories, like always had, he was telling some stories from when he was growing up. He was a child of the Depression, and my dad had a really, really, really rough life. And to be the man that he was just really and truthfully, uh, by by the grace of God, my dad turned out like he be a good man, because God knows he had. Hey, Love Shack, I know. I don't know what you're living about. I'm living for several reasons. But anyway, it was just, you know, to me, it's selfish. You're exhibiting selfish behavior when you think more about your own damn feelings than you do about the one that has give life to you and loved you more than anybody. You know what I mean? Gave you the most love. I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know if it was, did she think that the universe was playing freaking tricks on her? Did she think that, you know, I don't know what she was thinking, but to me, it was tacky. I felt like that should have been, Ruby Red Dress. Hello. I'm sorry for her loss also. I am too, Ruby Red Dress. I fly high, mama go lightly, and I hope her and her family, really truthfully can get through this and soon find comfort in their memories with her. I really, really truthfully do. But I don't know if you saw her. her live this morning, but to me, uh, it would look like she was doing it for attention. You know what I mean? I'm not falling for her tricks. I'm sorry. This new verbiage that we've been getting the last couple of days, don't it's not falling on my deaf. I'm not. I don't have deaf ears. Hey, Christina Logan, bitch, where was that thought whenever you should have been the way you've been talking the last couple of days? You should have been talking like that the last couple of months. You know what I mean? You should have had your ass there every day. There wouldn't have been no going back and forth. I would have been there nonstop. Your sister was the one. Let's just be real. Your sister was the one that was taking care of her, and I get it. I get it. I know. I feel like I'm being a bitch, like because I know that people grieve differently, and everybody grieves. I get that. I get it. But my brother was, he grieved. He couldn't handle it, but it didn't mean that he was given an excuse to freaking bail. He still had to suck it up. Pick his hold on to his balls and remember. This is it. This is it. Because I'm going to tell you something. Something I wish on no one is guilt when you lose somebody. You know what I mean? Because that's something you can't do anything with except try to forgive yourself. And I don't know about you guys, but that's been my whole life. That's been the hardest thing I've ever had to do was to forgive myself. Out of everything, the hardest thing has been able to forgive myself for things. And I love my dad. I was a daddy's girl, but I lived 1,800 miles away, and I beat myself up over, and I was home every holiday, every trip I could be home, I was home. I was, no different than anybody else. But that was my daddy, and I was a daddy's girl. And you know, I just, I don't know. I just thought about all the time that we missed, and we could have had, the druthers. I would wish I would have. You can't do anything about it when it's over. My brother and I talked about it. He said we were standing up there at the casket, greeting people, and I won't forget it. There was a lull, and he said, sis, he says, I wish because every time he would go by and stop every day because he would drive right by my mom and dad's house to go to his home. Daddy would say, "Son, sit down, stay for a minute, stay." Daddy, I can't. I got. And he says, "God," he said, "I feel like crap. I wish I had just because nothing I thought I had." And I said, "Well, little brother, I don't have those same kind of guilt. I've got my own. But the only thing I can tell you is this: we can do better by our mom. That's all we can do is just learn from this and do better by mama. You know what I mean? Don't make the same mistakes with mama that we did with dad. That's all we can. That's why I moved home. That's why I moved home. Really and truthfully, because I did not want to have that guilt. And that's me. I know it's not. I can't make Marissa be a certain way. But just thinking about her talking about doing the damn, not following her mother's wishes. I'm gonna tell you something, you guys. Not following. I mean, to me, okay, so to me, if you really, really want to learn the art of living, is learning to walk the fine line of letting go and holding on at the same fucking time. That's the God's honest truth, because you won't ever get over it. You don't ever get over it. You just learn to deal with it. You know what I mean? That's just for me anyway. That's how it's been. You know what I mean? Especially, I wrote this big thing up after my dad passed away, and I said, everybody says it gets better with time, and I said I don't think that means this. I don't think it stands the same for a girl when she loses her daddy. I mean, that's just. I mean, I love my mama too. Don't get me, but I just, it's you just learn to compartmentalize it and deal with it. You know what I mean? Because it's always there. So, but that's a and when you learn to let go and hold on at the same time, and to be able to like look outside and know that they're with you and feel that they're with you. It took me a long time to feel my dad with me. You know what I mean? I used to like want to dream about him, and I wouldn't. I was like, why am I? Hey, I'm missing people coming in. Let me get up there. Desiree, how have you been, babe? I hadn't seen you in a while. Oh yeah, her stepmother's gonna have a hard time. Yep, because it seems like he loved that woman. You know what I mean? All right, Carrie Pink, thanks before typing. Hello, afternoon, Diamond Cutter. Just saw you were live, and I hear what you say. Just letting, hold on to relate to. Yep, absolutely. It's just, and look, and her talking about wanting to do something. Look, give your mother the respect of honoring her final wishes. If you can't do anything else, whenever somebody, I mean, God, we have no control over dying. Unfortunately, we have no control over that. So if you feel like you have some kind of control and your dying wish, and that is, your last thing, then by all means, how can you not give your loved one, at least give them that? I mean, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want her in the ground when I could be making a diamond wear. Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. I got more jewelry and Carter's got pills. And I got the good stuff. I got the cheap shit. I got a lot of jewelry. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't hardly wear it. I mean, I wear what I got on. I wear it just about all. I never take off. But you used to every finger had a ring on it. I don't even have my wedding ring on today. Uh, when you get older, I don't know. For me, it's just not important like it used to be. So you may think that in your 40s, sloppy Molly, that diamond you want. How many diamonds do you need? Trust and believe. You will get more, or let me just say this. Maybe you won't. I think you will get more purpose in your life by honoring your mother's final wishes than you will by being selfish and doing what you wanted to do. For my dad, having all that stuff in place was comfort to him. It gave him peace to know that he's done everything he could to make it easier on my mom when he's not here. Because his biggest thing was, I got to go before mama. I can not imagine living on this earth one day and not having your mama. That's what he would tell us all the time. And I'm just going to tell you, if the good Lord had done it the other way, there's no doubt in none of our minds that my daddy would have been gone within a month of my mom, because he would have grieved himself. He worshiped the ground my mama walked on and loved that lady to death. I mean, he really did. And he used to just, he would pray that the good Lord would take him before my mom. So that, his final wishes and doing things the way he wanted it done was giving him peace of mind. You know what I mean? To know that he done everything he could to make my mom's days here without him as easy and as they could be. You know what I mean? I mean, that's really and truthfully, you guys, how can you think about yourself when I don't get it? I don't get it. It's a narcissist. I'm telling you guys, it's the narcissist in her, I guess. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. I don't know. I just think that I hope and I pray that her sister and her stepdad are able to, like, do things like her mother wanted, because, it ain't about her. It's about her mom, and like I said, respect the dying. You know, hey, Paige Davis. I know. Whenever she was, listen, Paige, whew, when she was in there this morning talking to her mom, I said a prayer for her mother while I was waiting at any moment for her to turn the camera on her mother. I said a prayer for her mama. I really did. And, it's just, I hate it. I do. I hate it. But, it's part of life. None of us are going to escape it. And it's just important to, like, oh, let me see what Sarah said. Hey, Carly. Stardust. Hello. Love Shack, I believe. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, let me get up there. I gotta see what Sarah said. Hold on. Okay, I treasure it because he's with Matthew, but I'm overprotected. Did I miss one? Hold on. Oops. Daddy. Okay, but I'm overprotected because Daddy didn't want anyone to see him like that. Right, right. My mom has well, now she has implants to where they like snap in, but she had dentures. And whenever she would go to the doctor, if she would have to have a procedure or anything, and they would make her, the first thing she would tell us, the very first thing we do when she gets back out of recovery, is to put her teeth in. You know what I mean? My mother did not want, and I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? It was I understand completely. So her mother telling her she did not want to be on YouTube, and then her just, I mean, it was like she was really wanting to do it. You know what I mean? You've been laying low, girl. I hear you. I hear you. I took about 3 weeks off and needed it. You know what I mean? So there ain't nothing wrong with laying low, babe. And look, these streets have been on fire, girl. There's been some shit going on. So you missed a lot, but in hindsight, you really hadn't missed a whole lot. You know what I mean? um, let's see. And then you guys, I don't know if y'all know that this down 2 tacos and an enchilada. Look, she, I feel like was laying the groundwork. I got sent this screenshot where she puts this on her on. First of all, she puts on um she puts on her page obituary. I heard about it. I didn't give it no thought because, first of all, she's an attention getter. Okay. So then she posted something on there about today. I don't know who she's talking to, but somebody sent me this, and it says, this is Tina. So she says the name. She died of a drug overdose, fentanyl. She is my cousin or something. Anyway, go away. This isn't for your fuck knuckle. Go fuck yourself. Why would I black out her name anyway? You doxed it enough. You already. Okay, first of all, bitch, why are you. Let me ask you this. Why are you posting it on YouTube? Because, baby, you have been canceled out. Did you forget, baby? We've pushed you on. You're not part of this community anymore. Not to be ugly, but nobody cares. It's nobody's business and nobody cares. So you're lucky somebody even saw what you posted yesterday. Why? It's like all you want to do is get attention. You're an attention seeking person. So shoo fly shoo, go away. Nobody cares. You didn't have to black it out. You didn't even have to put it on there because nobody cares. Okay? That's all I'm gonna say about it. It's all really, for real. I already pulled that crap once. Anyway, let's don't even go there. It ain't worth it. Let's see. What now, Desiree? You at Diamond Cutter? Hey, is Anna Moy in here? Hello, if you are, I didn't see you. Wyoming Adventures. Oh, I don't know. I felt like she was this morning. She went live and said, I don't even know why I'm live. She says, well, I don't know why I'm live. I just felt like, okay, let's see. Let's just listen to a little bit of what she said. Just like I was waiting in any moment for her to turn the camera on her mother, you guys. And I'm not the only one. Other people felt the same way.
For my stepfather's sleep and my son. Giving my sister a chance to take a shower. I've been up all night.
She's been up all night.
Violet is in everyone's business. Hi. I know.
I'm cleaning or something. I don't know what this weekend. She takes Violet, knowing that, you know what I mean, to start with. I don't get that, why she even took her dog up there, but whatever. None of my business.
Yes, I gave her some water earlier. I gave her some water. The water's all we can get in her.
You're right, Carly.
She's comfortable. She's on Dilaudid and pain medication. But that's all we can get in her is water. She's not on hospice. No. They said no to her hospice.
Yeah, she was supposed to be on watch.
To having people come in. It's up to my stepfather.
So her stepfather sounds like he's driving the wagon. He's in the control. And hey, Brett's mom.
I'm not saying anything. My sister tried her best to kind of save her with different ways and ways that she thought that she could kind
of. Absolutely, Paige. She's free. Those chains are not holding her down anymore.
My sister's up now. She just got out of the shower.
She appreciated that. So her sister just gets out of the shower, and when she gets out of the shower, she immediately comes and checks on her mother to see and now Marissa's like, let me go check on her. My sister just got out of the shower. Okay. She's got to go check on her mother because she should have had her ass in there. Let's just be real. She should have been in there this whole time instead of going on YouTube. Freaking pathetic, man. What a.
You have a choice. You always have a choice. Anybody that ever says, well, I have no choice. Hey, mommy.
Okay, here we go. Dramatic. This is when I started praying.
Hi, mommy. Hi, mommy. She's breathing very heavy.
You know, guys, and listen,
Hi, Mommy.
I
I love
even
you.
like my heart goes out to Marissa because I mean,
We're all here.
as
We all
much
love
as
you,
I
Mommy. Okay.
freaking want to wring her neck, her
Love you,
world's
Mommy.
fixing to be rocked upside down. You know what I mean? In ways that she's not even gonna
Yes.
be aware of until it hits
We
her.
love you, Mom.
All this should have been private. You know what I mean? And guess what? She's wearing that damn Lululemon freaking brown trash bag. Can I? If I had been family members, I would have already took some scissors and cut that some bitch up. Moonlight, hello, baby. I have empathy for it too, but I'm going to tell you something. There was something very calculated about this, especially when she got her super
I
chat.
love you so much.
Okay,
I love you so much, Mommy. I love you. You cold?
I'm gonna fast forward and get to the part when she's like out of the room. Oh, thank you. So the swing started out. Okay, so the swing started out. At first, it was the sheet of plywood and with the blanket on it. Oh, and he left that up there for a while, and then we took it down. It started raining or something, and we took it down. But he left the thing hanging from the tree, and then we put. Uh, I got a hammock chair. One of those cloth hammock chairs from Walmart. And we put that up there. I had my nieces and stuff come, and they wanted to swing. So we have gotten a lot of enjoyment out of that swing. I mean, you can really get up going and see over the top of the house. Whenever you swing. I told him I was going to have to hire me somebody. I said I'm going to have to hire me somebody while you're at work. He said, for what? I said, just to push me. I said, so it's because he pushed me. I said, so I started trying to get, smart. I was like, I could get a stick and could hold it with me, and I could just push myself off. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's not the same. Oh, okay.
What's funny is my niece decided to put this on her neck as a pillow. And my mom used to use this for her ass. We thought it was
Thank
so
you, Zena.
funny.
My husband's he's very talented. He can build like anything. He really can. He can build anything. He's got a wood lathe or whatever. But you guys, he is such a perfection. I mean, he thinks about stuff like he thinks that he draws it out and he thinks it out in his head for more than just a day. He knows exactly where he's going to put every screw and everything before he ever starts building. And he does not. He gets tunnel vision because he doesn't think outside the box. And so I can't help him do anything because everything he's doing is up here. So if I go to help him, he forgets to even tell me what he needs me to do, like I'm supposed to be able to read his mind. So he has to do a lot of his little projects by himself. So we kind of like are like this. I'm like, hello, I'm not a mind reader, but guess what? I'm not dumb. And sometimes this old girl comes up with some ideas that are pretty damn good. So you might want to listen to me. So anyway, that's us. But he can build anything. I mean, he's very crafty when it comes to that.
I'll tell you what, now that I'm at my mom's house and I'm this close to New York City.
Now listen, that's what she's thinking about.
I can actually walk to the tunnel. I'll tell you what I would be doing today. I'd be protesting outside of Trump Tower.
Protesting outside Trump Tower today.
Oh, you wish come take care of us?
I agree, Sarah. I don't think her sister knew she was filming either.
When I got here, all of us, me, my stepfather, my sister, and Jake, and Violet. Violet has to be the center of everything.
Oh, okay, really? Like she knows to do that? Okay.
Together with her.
I don't know what that squeaking noise is.
It seemed like she could hear what we were saying.
Ooh, it's hurting my ears. I'm sorry if it's hurting. Is it hurting you guys' ears?
My eyes are burning.
Her eyes are burning.
Thank you.
Hey, you two fatso.
Do we have food yet? We're okay. I just
Red?
had a banana. Aw, thank you, Marissa. How are you?
Exactly, priorities.
Oh my God, a little boy. New Jersey troopers found a rescued.
Now listen to this, you guys. This is fixing to be rich, okay?
Rescued boy, a missing boy. They found a little boy. Oh my God. Can you imagine being that trooper and finding a little boy? Black lab, did you see that? Oh, that poor baby. The black lab. Oh my God, my heart.
Now listen to this.
Oh my heart. I'll tell you, you have to be some sort of special asshole to be a fucking reporter. To keep security increased outside of Trump Tower, yeah, because
okay, you've got to be some kind of special to be a reporter, a special piece of shit. Okay, and this is somebody that says that she's got a press pass, so she can go and wore it to several different tragedy things. She wore a press pass. Okay, her and Blowhorn Betty, and all of them have one. So, is that not rich? I mean, I couldn't believe she said it. Could not believe she said it.
No, the black lab. Oh my God, my heart. Oh my heart. I'll tell you, you have to be some sort of special asshole to be a fucking reporter.
Special asshole to be a reporter. Okay, guys. Is that not rich? I mean, the bitch don't even, she has no self-awareness. Yeah, screams outside people's house, gets a man fired, calls people baby killers when they haven't been charged with anything. I mean, and has a fake press pass so she can go onto people's property, and has the, boy, is this not rich?
To keep all security increased outside of Trump Tower, yeah, because you know you're gonna be expecting a bunch of assholes.
Really, she just said that she wants to go. She wants to go and protest, and now she's talking about, man.
Anything we need, more time would be nice.
Okay, so somebody, some kind person in chat asked if there's anything they need, and she wants more time. Okay, of course she does. I mean, who?
Thank you. I don't even know why I'm live.
Me either, bitch. Bama Beauty. Yes, her mom passed.
Comfort. Maybe it's
while she was live. Outlaw Trucker.
Place. I don't. You know what I mean?
10-4. What is it? Outlaw Trucker. I used to have my handle on the radio. I can't remember what it was now. My ex-husband and I used to have we used to have some antennas, and we had some power. We used to talk on whatever it's called. I can't even think of it right now. But anywho, welcome, Outlaw Trucker.
Have anything special to say, or
she hadn't eaten anything.
Oh my God.
Me too, twin thing.
You in prayers, Debbie says what? I can't say that I recognize Debbie says what. Welcome.
Debbie sent her $50. Yeah, CB handle. That's it.
Thank you.
Well, I know my handle was Ready Betty, but we used to. I don't remember. Jar of Flies. Hello, CB. Yeah, we used to have like a big. What was that thing called? Big. I mean, we were illegal. You know, I don't know if it's illegal everywhere, but we had like we lived off the road, and we had a big, long, tall antenna, but we had a woofer. Not a woofer. A big, I don't know. We could get out there, whatever it was. I can't remember. Georgia girl, hello. Blank slate, hey babe. For you guys coming in, I don't know if y'all know, Marissa's mother passed away this morning while she was live, and I was screen recording it, so we're just playing a little bit of her not sensitive self. Running Bear, hey babe. Right on, girl. Right on.
Appreciate that immensely.
Thank you. Repeater.
Thank you. That was very generous.
Yes, her mom passed this morning while she was live.
It all goes around, doesn't it?
So she gets $50 and she's
unbelievable, huh? Hi, Abby. Yeah, I'd be protesting outside if I wasn't.
Steph
Here
B,
was
hey.
gonna be off to school today. We called the school a couple minutes ago.
Oops, sorry.
My mom's just scared. Rare. Scary going in there.
Scary going in there.
Thank you. Thank you. You've been following me forever. But you don't chat a lot. I get that a lot. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You guys aren't listening.
Convicted killer snaps in court. Oh, you get it right after what you did? After what you did? Nice. Always nice when the convicted killer
What about Sugar?
thinks he's gonna snap. What about the victim's family, huh?
Can you believe she's saying this? I can't believe she's saying
Oh my
this.
God, there's four reporters, and they're all Latinas, and they all have dark hair.
Racist. Racist. There she is being racist. Like the reporters outside Trump Tower. Profiling. Racial profiling. Wow. The fact that she even has the frame of mind.
I've actually been losing weight, so.
I guess that bitch, all that Chinese tea you've been drinking.
That little fella that's too near Betty. I don't know, but I know.
Yep, I did, Angel Girl.
A little boy and his black dog. The troopers found them. And that just melted my heart.
Yep,
Hi, Gina.
It is.
Space for you, Molly. My heart hurts for you. It's just my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn. My hair looks amazing. All I did was wash
had it colored. You know,
put in a little pen and some caviar body thickening spray or some shit that some of my girls bought me from my Patreon. They got me a gift about a week or so, and I blew it out with
She got gifts whenever she said that her mom passed away the first time. She's talking about these gifts, this caviar, hair caviar, and this tin, this other stuff that her Patreons got her whenever she said that her mother passed away the last time, when she really didn't. Freaking tragedy pimp, man.
Real quick. I was out the door. Yeah, I've been using this pen since like 2008, 2009. Yeah, I'm a lifer. Trump indicted. Get the fuck out of here. More bullshit.
I mean, she should, you know, be in there with her mother. You know what I mean?
Anytime.
Yes, her mother's passing.
They always want to ruin it. All they want is for us to suffer.
Marissa's supposed to be watching her while her sister showers. And she's on YouTube, watching the news, talking shit.
Yeah, for weeks now. No, for years. The media wants to crush them.
No grace from me, I'm sorry.
Democrats want to crush them. And the rhinos want to crush them too. Anytime we have something nice, anytime we have something good going.
Yep, that's it, Jar Supplies. That's it.
Fucking Daniels. Hospice. Oh, thank you, Marissa, for the $15 cash app. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you for your number too. Thank you, honey. Yeah, I'm not nice here. They don't want us. They don't want us to prosper, right? They don't want us to be safe.
You're right,
right?
Bama Beauty.
They want to make us all
Absolutely.
sick, right? All these train derailings that are happening, one after another, one after another. They're giving us all. They're gonna get us all fucking sick. They're gonna get us all sick, right?
No, she left her phone running while she went and wrote Jake up. She wakes Jake up and says, "Come on, she's going." And then she goes and gets her stepdad, but leaves her phone going. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys
It's almost
will
there.
be fine. Just don't stand underneath the water. Don't bathe in the water, and don't drink the water.
It's okay, Outlaw Trucker. You can be part of the replay crew.
Thank you, Emma, for the cash app. I appreciate that very much. Trust me.
Trust me.
Thank you.
Yeah, she had already passed, I think. Yeah. That noise she heard was probably the gurgle. You know what I mean? But how would she know that, you guys? How would she know? Because I'm sure she hasn't educated herself or asked questions or, you know what I mean? It's her turn, but it's her turn. It's her turn to go through this. Fucking A.
They have a bad attack. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Then everybody will get cancer and everyone's going to get rich off the cancer medications. Yes.
Okay. That's Nostradamus.
And guys, please make sure if you're going to send me a cash app, it goes to the right cash app. Please.
Listen to this.
We've been having problems. Make sure it's the right one.
The problem, bitch, is because you got freaking kicked off of YouTube for a few days. That was the problem. You wasn't able to get no money. So she wants to make sure people send it to the right cash. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, people. I'm just saying. Like she said about Dre McCray, don't be mad because I'm playing your own words. Well, bitch, lace them up and wear them, baby. You know, if she fits, lace it up and wear it because all I'm doing is playing your own words. She's disgusting.
How am I holding up? I'm just. I don't know. I don't know. Jake drove.
I could use another cash out.
Jake drove us here. God bless him. Adrian's back at the house. Jake's back at the house, and
Jake's not.
Not Jake, Adrian. I took the dog.
Yeah, that's it. I hate Pete. She's greedy.
Jumped on the bed. She jumped on the bed and she was there with my mother. I was like, what are you doing? She did the house, went straight to my mom's room. It's not even her room. My mom's room was upstairs.
Okay, you just made yourself look stupid, Sloppy Molly.
I'm done with New York City. I don't even want to step into New York City, to be honest with you. If I had to go protest right now in New York City with Betty and Jonathan, I think I'd die.
So Blowhorn Betty and Jonathan, I guess, are protesting that in New York over this Trump thing. So she would throw up if she had to go do it. Oh my gosh, she's so pathetic, you guys.
Jake drove, yeah. I know, he drove us. He drove us, yeah. He got us, yeah. He told me I was crazy.
It is unbelievable, Jamie. It's like really, it's unbelievable.
Just anxiety, Jake. I was like, stay in the middle lane, stay in the middle lane. Make sure you don't speed. Make sure you don't speed.
That's sad when she's got.
Too close to that truck.
Yeah. Exactly. They never fire.
Someone's sick, yeah, right? Hi, April. How are you? Hey, Gina. You don't have a link for the Marissa Zadinsky Cash App? Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. And I'm at my mom's house with my son. He's missing school today. He could be my chauffeur now. He is. I hope you hope I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay.
We know that.
I don't. Yes. The cake shop. Yes. I grew up on those cakes my whole life, buddy. Carlos Bake Shop. Is that what you talk about, Hoboken? Yes. I
It's
grew
fixing
up
to
on these
happen.
cakes my whole life. That's what we ate.
I hear you,
That's what
girl.
we
I hear
ate.
you. Before typing back, I hear you. I do too.
On Sundays, birthdays, they did
No,
my wedding cake.
Dawn would not have left her. Absolutely not. I mean, all she wanted to do was go get in the shower for and know that her mother was being, watched. That's all she wanted to just go take a shower. I mean, she's been there. She hasn't left her mother's side. She's been there. I mean, she's even has a burn on her hand from changing her diaper from the radiation. She said. I mean, you know, Marissa's her ideal of contributing is throwing a chunk of money at it, not just her money, her subscribers, people's money. You know what I mean? That's her. I don't want to get my hands dirty. I don't. Man, all I can say is, woo, karma, man. Wow, wow.
Carlos Bakery. They did my wedding cake. Hi, Sia. Did you send this to the wrong one?
Somebody sent her a cash out.
It'll say Molly Golightly LLC Cash App. Molly Golightly LLC Limited Liability Company.
I don't know about limited.
There's some other people that set up cash apps in order to kind of pull
Listen to this.
Letitia Bias thing, the way they set her up. What's the matter? No. Jake. Grandma's going.
So she goes and wakes the head up her stepfather and leaves her phone going for, and she finally comes back on and says, I gotta go, guys. So there you have it. I mean, I there's no words. There's no words. Yeah, dropping her cash out. Yep. That tells you everything for sure. Absolutely, Christina Logan. And my mom, her sister is in a nursing home in Jackson, the big, like the capital of Mississippi. And her it's just the way they were raised. I mean, it makes me want to cry too. It makes me I know. So, we're the way we were raised, okay? My sisters and my brother and I, if there was, we'll move heaven and earth not to have put my mom anywhere. There's enough of us that we can take care of her ourselves. You know what I mean? And okay, Moonshine NC, thank you, babe. Thank you. Happy Friday and be careful. Um, but my aunt, on the other hand, her children, they thought nothing of it. And she seems to like it. But, when we go to see her, my mom, every time we leave, I take my mom up there to see her. My mom says, I don't care what she says. I don't care what she says, how much she likes it. They can't play that much damn bingo. What my mom says. She says, I know hey, Daily Meander. Yep, she passed away this morning. Midnight Shenanigans, hello. She said, I know that I know that she would rather be at home. I said, well, Mama, my aunt had polio. Matter of fact, my mom lost several siblings to polio. But my aunt was able to live through it. She's got a rod up her back. So she's had a lot of like problems with, especially when she got older. So, and she's not a small person. So moving her, she has to be like in one of these, I don't know, this big, huge thing they have to, I don't know. It's a ordeal, so she has to have help. And so I understand it would be hard on her kids, you know what I mean? Getting her around and stuff like this. Why is this filmed? Why is what filmed, babe? What I'm doing now or what she did this morning? But she, I said, well, Mama, all I can tell you is you don't have to worry about that. You don't ever have to worry about that because we got you. We got you. But you know what I mean? because I, you know, it's just sad, sad. Oh yeah, I don't know if you were here before. Mountain Mama and I, when my dad passed, he hung on, girl, like it was like he had already started to deteriorate. His body had broke down. He was hanging on. I don't know, we don't, they just said that his brain had not told his heart it was time to stop. And he did have oxygen on, but anyway, um, I mean, my daddy hung on, but I was, getting up there. I was laying down with him, washing his face, getting those little styrofoam suckers, whatever they are for a dry mouth, and they said that, they gave us the morphine without the needle to just put in this, cheek or whatever to keep them comfortable. And we did. I think we all gave them every time we come in there, we want to make sure he wasn't hurting. But uh, one of the aides told my mother and my sister that he probably hadn't passed because of the connection that he felt with me, and that I probably should not like continue to lay there with him. That was probably maybe that was because I mean it had gotten to the point to where some of my family couldn't. They were off work and away from home, a long way away from home, and they couldn't like get away much longer because they had demanding jobs, and so they'd been there for about a week, and this has been going on. So, um, it was tough. It was tough, but it was very beautiful when it happened. But anyway, when my sister had to tell me that, now my dad is my brother, my younger brother, and my dad. Their dad, my dad raised them, but that wasn't their birth dad. So when my sister had to tell me, and I'm real close to my sister, this sister, whenever she had to tell me, she had a damn like they had to medicate her that night. She had a full on freaking attack, went freaking out of her. You know what I mean? They had to medicate her that night, her and my mom. It was rough, but you know, I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. Wouldn't have wanted to be anywhere else. I mean, and I sure as hell the last thing I would have thought about was live streaming on YouTube and worrying about people getting my freaking cash out right. Do you hear me? That would have been the last thing that was on my damn mind. And why even wake Jake up? Honestly, I felt bad when you guys, he didn't get up immediately. Okay, he got up. Whenever she goes and gets Ed, and you see Ed get up and go down the hall, Jake gets up and he was like walks around the corner, and you can see him just standing there looking in, and he come back and he stood there and he looked and he saw her camera. I mean, he saw her phone, and he dropped his head and he just stood there in the hallway facing the wall. He didn't want, you know what I mean? It just, oh, mm. Hey Kim, thank you, babe, thank you. Yeah, yes, she did. I ate peas, absolutely, she did, and nobody will ever tell me any different. Okay, her actions thus far has led me to draw no other conclusion than she was milking the situation. She's going to milk the bull now because she's milked the cow until the cows come home. Now she's fixing to start milking the bull, and you can bet she's milking the bull. She is disgusting, Mommy Adventures. She is a sorry excuse for a daughter, much less sister. I feel so bad for her sister. I wish I could just like reach out and hug her and be there for her. I honestly wish I could like be there for Dawn. I really do. I feel so bad. And her husband. I mean, and all the family. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Commander. It's just frustrating. You know what I mean? Because she's a life coach. That's why I made my title what I did. She's supposed to be a damn life coach. You know what I mean? And I'm having to get on here and educate her what it's like to show respect to someone that loved you, gave you life, and loved you more than anybody in this world has ever loved you. I had to get on here as a Southern Belle redneck, as she would say, like, and give her a life coaching session because that she ain't even got enough sense to get out of the damn rain. It's all about the bottom line, and it's all about the buck for her. You know what I mean? Forget about it. Giving her mother, you know, peace of mind to want to be buried or whatever their wishes were. But not Sloppy Molly. She's gonna. Why would we put her in the ground? Whenever Dawn, you live in Florida, you're not gonna be able to be here to see. You're not gonna be able to come see her. Why put her in the ground when we could take her and have diamonds made? We could wear her. We could keep her with us. Are you freaking kidding me? Because maybe your mama, that's not what your mother wanted. That wasn't her final wish. I mean, dang, if you can't give her anything, can you at least give her her final wish? I mean, really? She's got no control over it dying. Could she at least have her final wish? Are you so selfish that you can't even grant her that? Wow. With a daughter like that, who needs enemies, right? Yeah. Yeah. Dawn found her alone. I mean, Dawn was trying to take a shower. She probably hadn't had one in a couple of days because she's been there nonstop, 24/7. She has not left her mother's side, you guys. So she probably was ready for a shower and thought that her sister would be in there to comfort her mother and hold her hand as she transitioned. Nope. She was on there trying to give people her cash out. I know, Desiree. I know. Yeah. And you know what? It's like I said earlier. Who was it that said that about? Let me see. Oh yeah, Wyoming Adventures. I mean, I've got hey Hope SE. I've got tons of jewelry, but I don't even hardly wear. I mean, I used to have every rings on every finger. I've got tons of jewelry. Trust and believe. The older you get, for me anyway, and most people that I know, most women that I know that are my age or older, they don't. I mean, I wear what I wear all the time, but I don't go in there and put my rings on, and I don't think about. You know what I mean? The last thing. I mean, honestly, why do you need more diamonds? Seriously, you know what I mean? I mean, especially when your mother didn't want that. I mean, I'm sure I don't know, but like my mom, they're not down with the hey Elegy babe, how are you? Happy Friday. They're not down with uh you know cremation and stuff like that. They're not down with. They're with ashes, ashes. My mom wants to be buried with my dad. You know what I mean? Um, and I'm sure maybe Ed does too, because that's not what he wanted. So who is she? Gonna overrule them? What if, man, I hope he puts her in her down place. Honey Bunch, hello. It is. It is. It's sad. Hey, Blonde PT. Oh yeah. They said it was like 30,000 blondie. 30,000 to have one. I'm gonna tell you, I have mold. Let me tell you what I'm doing for my one of my dear friends passed away just before Christmas with esophageal cancer. And her daughter, she donated her body to science because she lives in Texas, and there wasn't a lot about that kind of cancer, so she donated her body to science, but they have her back now in ash form. So I have oh, let me see. I mean, I've got molds I've ordered, and she was like, she loved frogs. A matter of fact, her nickname was Frog Fashion. She Frog Fashion. She called me Dog Fashion. I call her Frog Fashion. But she loved frogs. She had, you know, frog tattoo. So I am making some you know, resin like pyramids with her ashes, her daughter, and I've got some frog things, some frog molds, and doing a celebratory memorial, either whatever they want. You know what I mean? And it's like 10, 15, $20, depends on the mold and the resin. I mean, it's a hell of a lot cheaper than $30,000, and you can put it on your counter or wherever, hang it from your whatever. I mean, I can do all kinds of things. I mean, a lot of people do that. They do these bigger pyramids. You can even put like a flower from the funeral in it. I mean, I have some bigger molds like pyramids, or a lot of people put a picture inside, or they'll do the little thing that they give you, the brochure. I don't know what it's called. The thing they hand out that tells you about the person's life or whatever. They put like miniature. I mean, you can do all kinds of things, but But I mean, I don't know. I don't think her mother wanted to be. I don't know all the details, but it's just it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what her. It doesn't matter whatever her mother wanted should be followed through. You know, she's not even going to get the the satisfaction of the purpose that it would give her, the purpose it would give Sloppy Molly to do what her mother wanted, to follow her mom's like wishes out. She doesn't even know how satisfying that purpose would be for her because she can't get past her own, she can't get out of her own way. It's all about her, you know. I mean, there's a whole stream of her throwing a fit saying, I don't care what they wanted. I mean, there's a whole stream about her doing that shit, talking shit. I do too, midnight shenanigans. I do too. I hope she didn't either. Oh, yeah, there's a brother that's in Florida. Yeah, absolutely. Left checks there. I mean, yeah, yeah, absolutely. You can use all kinds of fillers, and I mean, I save my old resin like when I take it out of my cup and stuff. I use my old, the remnants. I use that for fillers. I mean, you can do all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? Absolutely, they should. Bombing Adventures. I mean, goodness gracious, give her that. You know what I mean? Give her her last wish. I just hope that they do the right thing and they respect the wish of the dying. You know what I mean? Hey, Alicia, Lady Rebel. Absolutely. Yep, they should absolutely respect her. Alicia, I just can't believe that Sloppy Molly was live making sure people had the right cash out when her mother passed and not even in there with her while her sister could take a shower. You know what I mean? Telling people that it's her turn. Did you see that, Alicia? Her live this morning? I'll send you the link if you want. I screen recorded it. And poor Jake, my heart broke for him. She woke him up and told her grandma's passing. She's going, and he was so uncomfortable. I mean, like this is the first time that he's ever dealt with death, and then it's his grandmother. You know what I mean? And she wakes him up and takes off. Wow, just wow. Adrian should have kept him at home. You know what I mean? Thank God he's got his dad to walk him through this. Oh, you're welcome, Beth. Thank you for coming in, sugar. Have a good weekend. Kyle98, hello. I'm fixing to get off of here. I got to go change my sheets, and I've swept. I got them all. Oh, I was going to tell you guys something. Okay, so I meant to tell you guys this other day. So Martha Stewart, when we were friends and hung out all the time, uh, I was going to tell you, I made some this morning. It made me think about wanting to tell you guys. So I don't know if y'all ever tried it, but if you like deviled eggs, but I made some deviled eggs today. But I buy the tuna, and we like the albacore tuna, and I like it in the foil packs. They have it where you can get like flavor, like ranch or hot and spicy. Anyway, I just used the regular ranch today. I can't remember, but anyway, I open the foil thing and I drain it real good. They don't have a lot of water in those versus a can. But anyway, I drain it, and when I mix up my deviled egg stuff, I put the tuna in there at the end and stuff the eggs with that. So it's kind of like a little bit more bang for your bucket, a little bit more filling. And then an alternative, if you don't want to do paprika, you can do cayenne pepper. Like I sprinkle cayenne pepper and paprika. I have a little container that I have it mixed half and half. So it's still the same shade. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys about that. I make those for whenever I make deviled eggs, I generally put tuna in it, and people love it. So I was like, I'm going to tell my peeps about that. Um, and they're kind of really filling. And I have, well, you do. You're going to have a lot left over. I just feel I fill the little hole, and then I like put it on the whole egg. There's so much stuff by the time you add the tuna, and I put relish and all that stuff in mine. But so what I do with the extra, oh, bought some beautiful tomatoes from the guy on the side of the road yesterday. And so I like cut the tomato in quarters and I kind of open it up and put it on some lettuce or whatever. But I put the what was left over, the extra egg stuff, I put it inside that. Salt and pepper and some croutons. Anyway, have like a little salad with my deviled eggs. So anyway, I just was wanting to tell you guys that. Dill shrimp stuffed eggs. Okay, I love me some dill. I put dill relish and sweet relish in mine. I put like half and half, and then I buy this Wickles. Wickles is like a wicked pickle. So they're kind of like got a little bite to them. They're like a little spicy and sweet and sour all in one. They're so good. Like Wickle pickles. So I buy that relish also. And I'll put that in there with mayonnaise, mustard, the egg yolk. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go get. Oh, I like green olives. I love me some green olives, but my husband's such a little shithead. He says I don't like green. I love me some green olives. Uh, So, have you ever, Paige, have you ever made, my sister got me making this, like leftover turkey or chicken salad with grapes, like, green grapes and, pecans and like you make it like a chicken salad or turkey salad. You add grapes and, we toast our nuts. We like our nuts toasted, baby. So you toast the nuts and chop them up and then you add it to the salad with mayonnaise and grapes. It is the bomb.com. It is so good like that. But anyway, you guys rock. I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for stopping in and just listening to me, bitch. And I hope none of you think bad of me for not showing her no grace. But you know what? She doesn't deserve any grace. I'm sorry. I feel bad for her family and her. I do feel bad about what she's going through. But bitch needs to be held accountable. And that's what I'm here for. All right. Love you guys. I'll see you in the streets. Diamond Cutter out. I think. Come on, computer.